Because I guess, you know, if Chen wants to rotate there and try and maybe put some pressure on, possibly they could bring that extra hero from mid also and make a kill happen. We'll have to watch and wait with the rotations. But
yeah, I think overall Chen's going to stay top. Or just click Divine Favor on your PA.
That's
so
fair.
He can farm. You know, Chen's not really that exciting hero. Not really so exciting anymore as it used to be. He at least has like recall, so he can bring people to help the PA around the map. Like he can bring the Rubik top if they overextend with this Bounty Hunter to put pressure in. Pointing out, Hawk actually started with a crown on the Viper.
All right.
I know you want to build in, you want to build into the Atos, but I actually haven't seen people starting crown. I still see like usually the Wraith Pans or double slippers, circlet. Oh, just getting, I mean, just stats. He has 7 stats at the start of the game from this. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it has the rest of it filled up with branches and stuff too. So we'll see if that maybe makes his laning a little bit more difficult because he's not going to have as many of the other stats going on or that extra attack speed possibly from Wraithband or whatever. But playing against a Lesh, it's kind of a different animal as well because he isn't necessarily the most normal of mid lane heroes that we see anyways.
No, Lesh is pretty good in this match. Your stun just really good. It's 80 mana for 120 damage. You can get several pokes. You're a very long-range hero. You have that 600 range, so you can always hit the Viper back constantly because Viper's only got 575.
Well, it is going to be Immersion playing together here with Afterlife on the Bounty Hunter. I'm not going to try and say his name like that anymore, but it is Afterlife, spelled very funny and phonetically.
Old Akulich.
Old Akulich.
That's how it's said. Yeah, I asked Go Black how to say it. I know. Oh, I know he's jokes around saying Old Akul JB4. But yeah, it's Old Akulich. We found out.
A fissure block there to make sure that that bounty has a little bit of a better time. Still going to try and steal away whatever gold that he possibly can. And meanwhile, Maledict taken early and going to give him a punch.
All right.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Witch Doctor's got one of the better animations. So, I mean, always good animation and high base damage. So he can hit pretty hard, at least to poke them out a little bit here. And top, I think we saw him, I'm seeing Immersion. Yeah, he's body blocking the camp. They did that fissure block and they're gonna be able to get good experience and farm on this Bounty Hunter. They can't actually force him out.
The trades coming out here as well with Divine Favor on the PA every now and then will be a problem for the rest of Gambit, although they're still gonna have to get the pressure on a little bit there onto Fervian. So needs to play it somewhat safe. I mean, it's still very unlikely they're gonna find any type of a kill. Just got this constant regen going.
Yeah, I mean, Chen might be able to die in this lane, but I don't think anybody else really should die.
Shaker definitely one of those that can punish positioning pretty heavily. Speaking of which, though, Ben's going to take some punches, and he's first blood.
That's what I kind of expected to happen with the Rubik Centaur. You have that lane is a very threatening lane for Morphling because you're always low, and Rubik is an instant disable. So you get lifted, you're not going to be able to get that shift off. You die in a stun with some retaliate hits. But speaking of that, bottom, the Maledict comes out, cast bounces back.
He just TP'd back in. If he goes down first, FN is able to live through it. So they take down that Centaur in time.
He got hit by 2 casks. If he didn't, he may have been able to actually turn that one there.
The danger in that lane, definitely. So, looks like mid is maybe going to be one of the determining factors since it's kind of a wash up there top, at least for now, although they say that Bounty Hunter getting a couple of those denies underneath the tower even. The last hits as well. But we'll watch and see how that one goes. More action possibly here for FN as he's going to just try to play his way around the right clicks coming from the center and the hoof stomp.
Looking to try to set something up here in the mid lane, but it looks like just harassment from Illusion Runes.
Oh, he's trying to bait them into thinking that there was a...
Yeah, the real one bottom and 2 Illusions in the mid lane maybe. Or opposite, yeah.
Again, Afterlife just backing out. They have little Wolfie with them as well for the extra damage on top of the Divine Favor.
Yeah, 55 plus 24. All right.
That's great.
Yeah, you usually don't see the Alpha Wolf get picked up, but since his small camp was blocked by a ward, he actually doesn't have the option to go for that like Forest Troll Priest or the Banshee that we see. Oh, Drop actually gets FNG on the low ground, and Rotom will be fine.
Yeah, he should be out of there. Where did he TP to, actually, though?
Moon base.
Okay, yeah. So in the meantime, it does look like Boom ID, they've been able to secure this top lane fairly well for themselves, even though Bounty Hunter's still getting a lot. As long as your PA is farming, you're kind of okay with that. And Big Loser's kind of been, at least for this one, the mid lane. Both of them are just getting a ton of denies.
So many denies, actually, yeah. This is actually a really fun one to watch because they're both just, they're actually just like auto, they're kind of just like attacking the lane. I've been saying the Lesh has too many stuns, actually. He's near full mana. Yeah. Bounty's getting full free farm up top as well. But Boom Slightly ahead.
Yeah. Managed to take down that wolf there as well, so no more of the bonus damage. Life just going to back away again. Very slow goings, at least early on, except for those couple kills down bottom. But he's going to steal that gold.
Constant poking. Unreliable gold is mine. His bounty. Flash. Gonna get a little aggressive here. As the Edict, the Hawk in mid.
They find this down here in the bottom lane as well. Already able to take down one, and it looks like the Maledict is going to tick down the Centaur. So they find that secondary kill.
Super close to having the kill on mid. He actually aggroed the creep wave and the Edict split, and now he's been fissure blocked off a bit here. Will walk his way away. He's gonna pop Edict and maybe turn on Immersion here, but FNG's here.
Oh, well. Yep. Wasn't quite going to be enough. Oh, moving in though. Able to get the hit up on the high ground. Wasn't missing there. And now Maledict onto this Rubik is still going to get chased down by FNG. He hits pretty hard. There isn't any rotation over from anybody else though. And with the Tango regen walking over to the side, looks like he is going to be fine at least for now.
FNG even putting down the ward there to try to get the kill. Bounty exchanges, 2 for 2.
Burbian? Ah, he's going to be good.
Yeah. Divine Favor. Run away.
Get out of there. Yeah, they have the little hoof stomp here. They already used it, trying to get that bounty rune as well. Looks like that's going to be about the extent of it, though.
So mid matchup, it's still continuing to be pretty easy. Even we see Mikoto. He's actually been walking up pretty aggressively onto the high ground to try to stop the Hawk from doing what we see these Radiant Vipers do. You just get to that little medium camp right next to you, and you farm it with your Nether Toxin so fast that you actually get a little bit more out of the lane than the Lesh. He's been trying to interrupt that there, but kind of hard.
Yeah, particularly if they can bring more numbers afterwards. The hoof stomp comes through. He's got the lift afterwards. It's a lot of damage onto FN, but he's going to be able to switch back over with the attribute shift and now instead turn onto the Centaur who tries to fight. Double edge. Is it going to be enough? FN living through it again. He knows the limits of his hero, and they can't take him down.
And they even were bringing down the Chen to try to save FBZ, but Divine Favor only level 1, as he's actually chosen to go for 2 points in the Holy Persuasion so that he can actually get the creeps, the level 5 creeps.
And that was their moment where they wanted to make the rotation and, you know, find the kill, take the tower with the double catapults. Doesn't happen.
Still probably going to look to continue pressuring down bottom. He has a Centaur down here on top of that siege creep. So yeah, they're definitely going to look to threaten this tower, and might be hard. It might be pretty hard for Gambit to actually protect this one. They're going to rotate at least 3 heroes right now.
Radiant's middle tower
Means top lane Afterlife is going to have a pretty good time to put pressure onto the PA.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to actually be left alone versus the level 3 Janata now, constantly harassing him.
Using this fortification. FN is here too, but the rest of them right behind, and they're going to go for the stun, and only Maledict onto 1. Do they have enough to bring down the Centaur? He's just going to be able to walk away. Hoof Stomp comes out there as well. They could recall in if they wanted to, but it looks like they're just going to retreat. No level 6 yet on the Centaur for a Stampede.
FN was trying to do the waveform, turn into Centaur and get the hoof stomp on them, but wasn't actually able to. The Hawk continues to farm these mud golems. Not the best camp, of course. I think I was talking about it yesterday, how your Nether Toxin actually applies a break, so then the mud golems don't split when you're farming them, so you get a little bit less farm.
Kodo pops the Edict. Stepping into the acid spray, they move in with the Rubik, who's gone pretty deep in there, and now Leshrac in a hell of a lot of trouble. Benji is going to get brought down by it. Actually, she's going to be able to walk away, pops the salve, and gets out.
Ooh, Edict plus, love that, you know, having the 1 level Pulse Nova. It's probably the highest damage abilities in the game at the early levels of, you know, constant ticks instead of just a straight burst.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wasteland just gets annihilated. They split their damage, right? It looked like the Hawk, he was like, oh, let's go for the Lash. And FNG's like, oh my god, there's a Rubik on me, so they weren't able to actually focus fire anyone.
Oh, now he's going on top of this Viper, and he talked about the high damage. Leshrac does it.
Yeah.
So mid starting to really heavily favor that Leshrac. Grant was talking about it in the panel, and now also a lot of pressure up here top. Track online for this bounty hunter, and actually having 17 armor on the bounty this early stage.
Yeah, this bounty hunter things. FPA starting to get bullied out of lane, but like you said, Mikoto having an excellent time taking out the tower. FNG also dead.
Just keep taking him. Makoto's all over it.
He's just walking at them. And it's without, now they have, I mean, they have Stampede available now too, so he can continue to do that a lot easier.
I mean, it does start to look like Gambit is getting gambited by Boom ID a little bit here. Chase forward here for more. Going to take down this tower in just a second. Divine Favor on a catapult. FN isn't really going to be able to hold this on their own. They're starting to TP in people, but it's only immersion in the area now with FNG nearby, and the tower's already taken.
Hard for them to make moves with the supports, the Earthshaker as well as the Witch Doctor. It's just, you know, Earthshaker, he's not really that powerful for these first few moments. It's once he gets level 6 that he can actually start adding something in this game.
And like right now it is... Oh god.
Okay.
This could be good.
Vision.
Stampede trying to get himself out of there, but yeah, it's not going to happen.
Very nice vision. And that's, yeah, Stampede used. A bit of a double benefit coming in for Gambit as soon as I'm saying the support's gain next.
Classic, it happens.
Classic. Top though.
They're going for him. Oh my god, the damage. It's really hard to deal with.
That's the drum finished up now too for Afterlife at pre-10 minutes. Scary bounty coming out. The build tends to be like the phase drum Yasha that I've seen a lot of the times on this hero.
Right.
You're just so fast. You just keep getting pokes in constantly. Everybody's going to be tracked in the fights. Bottom, Fervian's actually made his way down here to try to get some secured farm, but Gambit, they smoked immediately. They're actually looking to go for another one with level 2 Maledict. The Earthshaker's there too.
This would be big for him. Fervian caught there for the moment, and it looks like Enchant Totem not quite there. Blink strike away. Fervian trying to live. The Maledict on him though. Yep, that was not going to be enough. And on the other side of the map, they also take down Makoto. So Bounty picking up that kill
was
with
that
the
a solo?
DD.
That was a solo kill
That's
with the
huge.
DD. That is, I mean, he just finished drums. He has another 1,000 gold, and he was level 7. Now he's level 9. That changes pretty much everything in this game as the Bounty's now top net worth.
I mean, that was really it. Like, I was ready to say, okay, you got this bounty that's all farmed up. What's that really going to do for you? If you can take out the other top net worth hero, who's been just bullying everybody else, you're in a good position.
Yeah, now he's got, instead of going for the Yasha, he's got Drum and Vlad's now. He got like a full Vlad's off of that because he already had the Bassi. So their group up's going to be a decent amount stronger around that bounty. And he is hitting very hard. And this slash, you only have 8 armor right now. He actually skips getting the talent. He actually gets a point of Lightning Storm instead of getting his level 10 talent. I don't see that very often. Might have been a misclick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that Boom ID still have some really good fighting potential around them. You did see just there a second ago the Rubik having stolen Fissure. Could possibly set something up with that one now as well, as they've already taken down 2 of the tier 1 towers. And it looks like they're ready to push in maybe towards bottom next.
Their damage is mostly relying around the Leshrac though, in these early stages until they start getting more farm. I mean, Centaur can too, if he can get on top of heroes, but I would say Gambit has an easier time of doing damage with the overall lineup in comparison for now.
The armor on this bounty is still just so nice.
And it's insane. 18. It's always been like that. Bounty's always had an insane amount of armor.
Yeah.
So now he's been able to run in this core world, and the phase boots, of course, the benefit as Surround is coming Gambit. They want to look to try to defend this here.
Well, the Hawk doesn't quite have that Atos, which might have been a kill. But they are able to defend the tower for not all that much expended. Likewise, though, Boom ID keep control of their top tier 1 tower. Feels like it's been a little bit passive now. Is this a smoke up coming from Gambit here? We're going to see if they can make something happen now.
They just want to keep making plays happen while the Morphling farms. Just run around as 4, killing stuff, getting some track money for the bounty.
Stampede and run. See you later.
Look at that Fissure.
It's so fancy. Yeah, he's not going to have it that much longer.
Okay, we got to see it once.
Yeah, that's the dream. Might happen again later in the game. They are sticking around this area. This is very deadly and looking like it's going to be another track kill at the very least, if not more than that, as Kezcute going to be controlled, going to be taken down, and well, maybe in some trouble. Going to run down Afterlife, trying to get out of there. He has the Lightning Storm afterwards if he needs it. Chase through, Pulse Nova down, and he gets a solo kill of his own.
Haste Rune. Definitely would have been able to get out on the bounty there, but turned.
All right. Track kill, but it costs him a lot.
Huh, I mean, interesting. He actually skips the talent again. And he gets another pointing Lightning Storm, and he even gets the point in Pulse Nova, which a lot of people always say, it's like the mana to damage ratio of level 1 Pulse Nova is amazing. It's 20 mana per second for 100. The scaling goes up for another 20 mana for only 40 damage. A bit interesting to see him just really skip for that armor. Because you usually see like the 5 armor talent is very valuable on the Lesh.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the damage that's coming out right now from Gambit is just magical, and he's thinking, all right, I'm going to try and out-damage them or something. That's the only thing I can think of.
Must be. Even, yeah, he's the third point in Lightning. He's just wanting to max his abilities first.
Yeah.
Knowing that he's the one who's dealing all the damage also for his team. Be a little careful how far he steps up now. The Huck does have that Atos. So now PA's game is much harder. You get Atos, you get Nether Toxin, your blur is gone.
Right. Nobody wants to be in that position.
No.
And again, it's sort of these like little prods back and forth by Boom ID, trying to see where the weak point is. But as of yet, gotta be careful there, FBZ.
The thing that they can do is they can always bring people into the fights with Chen as top, who's somehow getting pushed on a little bit here.
Oh, stealing Nether Toxin.
Yeah. You're almost always getting Nether Toxin now.
Yeah.
It used to be you always get Viper Strike, now you tend to get another.
I guess it's pretty good taking off the corrosive skin and also Aftershock in the middle of like a lockdown or something.
Yep, taking off Aftershock, and even also just the Spell Lamp. The Spell Lamp is always something that can't be looked over.
Yeah.
From Nether Toxin for your Leshrac to do that much more damage.
Might have a recall soon here, as there is the potential for a battle. But no, looks like they're not going to fight around it.
They can't bring the PA to fight still. He can show up maybe at the end to clean up, but if he shows up at the start of a fight, he's just going to die, and he doesn't really contribute too much into the disable and heavy magic damage right now that's still coming out from Gambit.
How often have we seen these games from Gambit, though, where like right around this time it feels like, okay, either team could kind of take a fight, and then suddenly Gambit get those couple of team fight items and then just control the rest of the game?
They do have a bit of a different draft that we've seen from usual. At least I was like glancing through most of their games, and I mean, Witch Doctor's new. They tend to have like Ursa Visage. They like to play their pressure kind of lineups, but they haven't had the most success on them in the last few days.
So 16 minutes now. Fervian continue to just farm away, has his eyes on that Battle Fury.
Boom ID has much easier ways to make plays now, though, because they have the Blink on FBZ. So he went for the Hood first, now he's got Blink, so they've got extra ways to catch people besides just Mikoto running at them. As this Leshrac, he's going to get stun tracked. They're looking for this
running at him. The Eul Scepter lift up, though, into the Split Earth afterwards. Nether Toxin down. The damage amplification is going to be there, but do they have any follow-up? Not yet. The jump forward stun. It's going to connect, and they're going to be able to find a kill here as FNG goes down. Now maybe finding Dahak as well. Immersion is trying to walk in and Echo Slam, but he doesn't have a target. He doesn't have anywhere to go. The Fissure, it just completely evaporating. Stealing Enchant Totem, turning onto the Viper, finding that kill. They do end up losing the Rubik in the midst of the Nether Toxin, but that Echo Slam on one, this is a problem and a half. Gambit losing heroes.
Ooh, they tried to go too hard on this Lash. Overlooking how fast he really is with the Eul Scepter pickup too. And FN can't get involved. Fervian actually got involved in this fight there. He was able to actually jump on top of the Viper and be jumping around, not having to worry about the Atos because it was used. And yeah, even the stolen Nether Toxins were very annoying. You could see Immersion was like, I kind of want to echo. Oh my god, I'm in a Nether Toxin. Like, I can't Aftershock's not really going to do anything. Broken. Good fight for Boom ID as they get their PA involved. The Demon Edge finished.
Again, they have a couple of these items that are coming out on Gambit soon that will make a pretty big difference. Yeah. Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, probably the most noticeable.
Blink Earthshaker and the mech probably, I guess, for the Viper. Just much tankier versus the damage that Boom ID still not like lacking, but they're just relying a lot on the Lash.
Now they are kind of baiting out FBZ here. FN is going to waveform into it. Danger zone here in a second as they have the Earth Split, taking him down low. FN able to get the switch off, though. Didn't have the full stun lock there.
Brought the Rubik now as well. The Gambit's just, I mean, FN's just playing like the full, majority of the just farm game. 3-1 and 3, level 13 while you look at the PA. Soon hitting level 12. After he got involved in kills, too. He got involved in a fight, so. FN?
That was never going to work. But 11-11, 18 minutes. As you said, we're waiting for these cores to get online and really start joining the rest of their teammates. But it feels like while this little timing window is here, Boom ID can get more done around the map.
Yeah, they've got the 3 towers taken out, so they can be a little bit more aggressive. The gold and net worth, everything is completely dead even, though. Even Dota Plus is at 50-50. Like, everything across the board is 50-50. 59, oh, okay, there we go. It was 49-51 for a second, but it switched back.
That's a classic. Yeah. All right, we're getting close to that Vanguard here for Centaur in a second as well.
They've got the mech and they've got the blink, so Gambit go time.
See it. They're standing on top of a ward with a couple of them, but the Hawk is smoked up behind. And it looks like BoomID very wary and realizing that something could be happening right now.
They'll just back up to farm. They're probably going to lose one of the supports here, trying to push out a side lane, and it looks like it is going to be the Rubik down bottom. There's another toxin.
Kind of want more than that for this big of a move. And
they do have a bounty with level 12, so they could get the track money, which makes it all valuable. 4 heroes, track, cash money. So even though it's a support, they get an extra, bonus 300 gold almost, because they were all around. Actually, more than that, sorry. 250 for the bounty, plus 80. 490 or so.
Afterlife scouting again. They had that sentry ward already down, though. Everybody has been banning out the bounty hunter. It's showing at least some of the strength of this hero, but it still has some of those same problems. The longer duration on sentry wards. All these things mounting up together.
Still just gives so much information, and if you do get, the thing is it makes these type of pickoffs on the supports valuable. That's the scary thing always when you're playing versus bounties. It's like, oh, I'm split pushing, whatever, I'm a 5, but it doesn't matter as Afterlife does get stunned, Fissure off the mark.
No Fervian, but they're recalling somebody. Gambit need to be careful about fully committing to this fight. Looks like they are just going to be able to back out of there afterwards.
By wanting to walk up into a high ground.
Wise decision. How many games have been lost like that? Billion.
I mean, he got the bounty anyway, right? So
yeah.
He got what he came for on Afterlife.
All right, Battle Fury done now for the PA.
Not the fastest, though. I mean, he's at least level 13, which is pretty nice, but 20 minutes treads in the Battle Fury. That's slowed down quite a bit here. You see FN bit ahead on that experience still on the Morphling.
Uh-oh. Gonna run into some trouble here. Echo Slam fully committed, and this man is gonna get dropped down in a second.
No Stampede available, and he just got instantly comboed anyway. And this is that timing you were talking about, right, Gambit? They like to really pick up the pace when they get their timings, and they had the blink and the mech picked up, and they're really turning it up for now. They want to be able to get this. I mean, the tier 1 tower probably wants to die pretty soon. Their tower pushing isn't the greatest on their lineup. The Morphling can, but he's been, of course, farming until he's at this point.
Benji gets the D ward, but I think that one's also going to be taken away in a second. Blink away by the Rubik. Was able to steal another toxin still. And that is something that they've got pretty well in hand, is BoomID's ability to push out lanes, sort of get some D-push working for themselves.
Yeah, and they've got great wave clear. I mean, Leshrac is always going to provide that for you, and PA becomes wave clear now that he has Battle Fury and Rubik as well. You're always getting pretty good spells in this game, be it from the Earthshaker or from most of the other ones.
In 21 minutes, Gambit taking a 2,000 gold lead. They're evening up those towers, mid being taken.
They've got the Greaves now finished on the Viper too, so a lot more sustain coming out on the side of BoomID. They don't have anyone being able to build that just yet. They have, I think, the Lesh queued it up a bit ago. Yeah, but he went for the Atos first, so a little bit more sustain coming out for Gambit. And the Chen, sure, he provides a hand of God, but besides that in teamfights, he doesn't have the biggest impact.
Yeah, it feels like the different styles of way you want to play now. BoomID almost have to play more pick-off oriented, and speaking of which, they have found Immersion and going to be able to get him. Enchant Totem was stolen, not really the greatest in the world, but now Gambit trying to force the fight. Even though they just lost their Earthshaker, they're taking down that center and will kill him off right from the get-go, but Makoto also dropping very low. They have the Hand of God, a little bit of extra heal. They buy back on the Earthshaker, and now BoomID need to get out of here. It looks like they are going to do just that. The long duration stun onto Rubik. Makoto also getting brought down by that bounty hunter on the other side of the map, but it looks like he will escape.
Immersion's trying to chase too. He's got blink up in 5 seconds. This Chen looks very, very dead because he has no boots.
Oh, run away, buddy. Got to get out of there. Chase.
Oh, they actually missed the Fissure.
It happens.
Oh well. They're going to go for the Roche now. They got exactly what they wanted anyway out of that.
So often nowadays we're seeing just the full commitment for the Roche. Pings come out from the Chen, so it looks like they have an idea this is happening, and they're already sending people over to TP. I don't know if they're going to be able to get there in time.
Immersion's level 12, and he has Echo. It just came back up.
Oh, danger zone, but the Centaur is moving into position as well. He's going to have Hoof Stomp in a second if he wants to run in, but it's too deadly to try and make that jump, and instead they decide to jump on the Bounty Hunter, and now Boom are kind of committed. They're going to be able to find the cast bouncing back and forth, but there's no follow-up. Immersion needs to back out of there before he gets taken down, so 2 fights happening simultaneously. BoomID get that kill in the Bounty, but they will lose the Chen, and now it looks like a couple more of those creeps afterwards.
Immersion looks like he was on a different page than the rest of his team as they were all together, and he just went for the straight jump onto that flash in PA.
3,000 gold need now, and having the Aegis for Gambit. But you're getting to the BKB for PA.
And also, I think less changed items too, so they're looking to get a timing on their double BKBs to deal with the magic damage that's coming out, because the physical on Gambit still can be a bit limited.
Yeah.
Oh, this is I love this build actually, the Viper. This was the build that we saw actually. I think he did at Katowice as well. He went the Greaves, Atos, Blade Mail, and then the Aghanims. And I think there's also mid one who doesn't. It's just super strong because now the PA is like 2 different windows of, oh god, I BKB jumped the Viper, but now I pop Blade Mail, so I have to wait for 5 seconds, and then yeah, it's a really, really good build versus these just high physical damage that rely on BKB.
I guess that the idea then is going to have to be like change targets, but that means Viper's going to get to be free to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and that means
team fight.
And your BKB is going to start ticking, and then you get hit by an Atos and your Nether Toxin. So they got to be careful, and they have to try to either chain disable this Viper before he's able to get the stuff off, or just focus him later on.
No,
I mean, tough. The next few moments for Boom ID.
But yeah, mass BKBs coming out from everybody. Bounty's building into one as well, I think I saw.
I think he has it, yeah.
And it looks like Centaur getting towards his pipe. He's thinking about jumping here, but there is a lot of heroes behind FN. He's just going to have to back out afterwards. Immersion? Up top?
Echo in 10.
Gonna TP in the Witch Doctor also. This is potentially a big moment for them if Boom ID stick around and try and push this tower. They're smoked up.
They might come in forward here. This could be a catch here.
Oh, but Mikoto, the smoke broke. He should realize it. Maybe he might have thought it was from the tower. But it looks like they're playing it safe. Yeah, and they're going to back out. So that smoke, I think, saved the Lesh's life there.
It was like very close. He might have actually been in range of the tower as well to break the smoke.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what he thought it was. But that was scary. They even had like a double creep wave and all the Chen creeps. That could have been disastrous there for Boom ID.
These creeps are going to potentially be more of a hazard than a help. These next couple fights with the Echoes going out.
Yeah, they need the pipe as well on FBZ. He's getting close to it.
Again, they see that there's an opening here if they want to try and jump the Viper, but that sentence never ends well for the team that's doing it.
No, definitely not. I mean, this Viper's sitting on 27 armor now with the Blade Mail picked up.
So they're going to clear out the high ground here, back out. Scotty Morph, 26 minutes.
Yeah, level 17 as well.
Ooh.
It's still, I mean, still so even. Like 2K gold lead, 55 to 45 on Dota Plus. Even the experience is dead even. In the last one, like we were watching Vici, and Vici, they were 5K behind at one point, but they were still 10K experience lead. This one is just completely even.
Rubik stole waveform, and then got recalled out of there.
The positioning ability.
But Gambit starting to get into these items that just allow them to group up as 5 and make those moves.
Yeah, and they're taking advantage of the time when they have Aegis. They know that Boom ID's a bit reluctant to take the team fights versus them, so they're like, all right, let's get some map control, get these towers that we were lacking before.
Boom ID has really good vision up here near the tier 2 tower, and everybody's nearby. This team fight, though, I mean, Immersion could just be that ace in the hole if they're not careful.
Yeah, and the Aegis too, right? This Morphling he's very farmed. Also level 18, so level 3 Morph. That 40-second duration, 40-second cooldown.
They did just TP out the Morphling. If he shows on that bottom wave...
He did show. They're going to look to try to catch somebody here, but...
Good about going on Fervian.
They have a ward right now on that side.
Chasing. Who they got? FNG.
Long TP.
Okay, they got him caught there, and, well, Bounty Hunter's just going to hide away.
Did he TP to the... I guess he TP'd to the tower instead of to the fountain.
Oh.
That long TP actually gets him killed. And now Gambit, they're looking to try to catch some stragglers here in the back.
They did see that courier heading over, so they might try and go for a snipe. But very dangerous.
I don't want it here, but oh, it's too fast. They both prepped for it too. Immersion even popped the enchant totem.
They show.
They got
Rubik.
spotted.
They spot him, yeah. Pull it back in. Fissure already out, but BKB used by this Bounty Hunter, and well, he just turns onto the Chen, seeing if they can find the kill, but Chen gonna heal back up to full. Can they bring him down time? No.
A smart move. I like that a lot. He didn't just BKB insta-TP, he BKB posed the threat to force reaction and then TP's home because there's no way to stop him during that BKB TP. Play. Aegis is gone now, though.
Are scanning.
I mean, you can see right here, Dire, you know, they hit the scan perfectly. They have an idea where all of these heroes are at, but it just feels like they've never been able to get that momentum to sort of take the fights that they've wanted. Gambit maybe a little bit ahead of them each time.
Like, PA has BKB, but it's a Battle Fury into BKB this game.
Right.
So it's not like your Battle Fury Deso BKB. So his damage still is, it's not like limited, but it's a little bit weaker. So now, it's on for the Deso. Maybe with that, they're going to actually look to take the fights as the Aegis is gone. It's just scary too, right? Like, you have to always be very wary of the positioning of the Earthshaker, who can just turn the tides of everything.
Yeah.
Because your Chen doesn't, your Chen doesn't contribute the craziest amount inside the team fights.
And we have seen occasionally this PA is just eviscerate team fights where you get like 1 or 2 crits in a row and things suddenly go south very quickly. But
he's versus a natural break mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one issue.
Rubik in the Shadow Walk right now. He walks inside range of a Sentry Ward and will be killed very rapidly. You need to stampede out of here, possibly.
5-man track as well there, coming out.
Yeah, time to get out.
Look how much gold they get for you. Yeah, 794 just for killing the Rubik. That's how much
nuts.
everybody gets.
I mean, it's just such a huge lead that you get from it.
Oh, and they're actually prepared for the bounty runes
Oh my
too,
god,
FBC.
the play! That was so sick.
Oh,
That
they
Gambit.
knew. They read him like a book there, and those got a three-man track. And they have not actually had to expend their ults. I mean, the Death Ward, but whatever.
Just for clarification for everybody that's wondering, like, they know that immediately they're going to try and get something else on the map, so they TP up top to get the kill.
Yeah, it's
when they go for the bounties.
very smart.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it's also been a switch by the Hawk also. Just more armor. He queued up actually Shivas, and now he's just switching to BKB. He's got 40 armor standing next to the Vlad, so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, the panel was saying 35 minutes is Gambit's sort of wheelhouse for
said
finishing
25.
games. Well, right, they
Grant
said this game was going to be over
Okay.
at 25. Yeah, Grant was wrong.
Grant was wrong.
The rest of the panel was right. Okay. Potentially. We'll see how this game goes.
He was right about a couple of things.
Yeah, he's doing it. So the blade mail, the plate mail, all the mails.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a BKB soon, too.
And they're all just building armor. Like, if you even look at FNG, it's just a buckler with a Bassi. So he's even sitting at 21 armor when he's standing next to the Viper.
He just pops it.
Yeah, pop buckler anyway.
Why not?
2 armor. Boom, just continue to try to get some farm up. They do have the Deso now on the PA though, so looking to fight. Also level 21, so the double corrupt, you know, minus
The
11
scan
armor.
hits him. They know he's there right from the get-go. The Atos Stampede wants to get his buddies in to help him out in time, but he is already going to drop the break. They've caught themselves the Leshrac. He gets eviscerated by Immersion. Ferbian does get one blow up, at least from the beginning, and that's only the Witch Doctor, though, and now left completely alone is going to have to TP out.
FN just, with a fresh BKB, has free reign in that fight. Just walks into the backlines, kills the Chen. They can focus fire the Centaur super easily too, and he kills the Rubik. This Morphling is a enormous problem, as they have no way to actually lock him down now. And even if they do, he's got 40 armor, so you're not likely bringing him down.
That's the thing, right? You see that PA jump the Witch Doctor and you blow up his support, great.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of the heroes are not going to be stopped.
And that's your BKB, you're committed to do so. They're just, I mean, their cores are just they're just too tanky. I mean, it's, like I said, like 44 armor or 40 armor on the Morphling. Bounty Hunter has 24 armor. Viper has 35 armor, so it's just, they're all so physically tanky, and the Leshrac is now having problems to the point of he's only got 17 armor, and he walks in and you saw how fast he died. He just melts to the combo of the Bounty and the Morph.
Too much damage too quickly, and now the items also that are racking up with an 11,000 gold lead. And
how fast it changes from when you have a Bounty.
Oh man, Boom ID needing some help here. And they're going to jump forward, find themselves a stun. This Viper is not taking damage that much at all. The Hawk is backing away afterwards. Atos comes out. Meanwhile, FN in the middle of all of them, just going to start to lay into the Rubik. Godlike FN chasing forward, trying to take down Makoto. It's going to wait for him in just a second here, or switches back over to the Rubik. Now the turnaround, the Fissure connects onto 2. Waveform forward, finds the catch. Yule Scepter lift up, a stun. Nice steal there. Can they turn this around, take down FN? He's gone maybe a bit too far. They take the kill. All right, they kill him off, but they did lose the Leshrac. That was a dieback for him, and now chasing forward for the Centaur. They can't quite find it, the Enchant Totem, but the Fissure is there onto 2. Ferbian does look like he is going to be able to get himself out of it. Well, Atos, speak too soon? No, they're not going to dive for it.
Chen, though, still no boots. This time they'll get him. Another track. And it's a level 18 track now. So that's where, I mean, level 12 and 18 is when the gold really starts to build up for your teammates on top 2. 50.
I mean, you lose the Morphling, you're still gaining that amount of gold.
Yeah.
Granted, it was 3 of those kills, but...
How did he get blown up so fast, actually? I was looking at the left side of the fight. I thought FN was going to be fine. His BKB just wore off, and he just got caught in a disable, I guess.
That's pretty much what it looked like. And he waved form into the entire team also. Because obviously he feels immortal.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was also immortal, so... Thankfully, he has other heroes that are extremely farmed to be like kind of the carries. His bounty, 19 now with full S and Y. The Hawk showed that he's pretty much invulnerable inside the fights, especially if he gets initiated on.
I mean, Fervian is becoming more and more farmed here. Has the Satanic that's just about to be completed as well.
He's just not... He just still doesn't feel that threat. Like, it took him a while to even kill the Witch Doctor in that fight. Like, he was jumping on him. He had to use, like, I think 2 different Stifling Daggers to chase him down. So the majority of the time of his BKB was used there again. But he's nearing level 25.
FN, in the meantime, here to clean up and pick up the Aegis. So the second round of it's going to come out.
I saw a fun item queued up by our PA. He's feeling the pressure for...
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if he gets the Rapier with triple Stifling Dagger...
Then they have the damage.
They got some issues, potentially.
Maybe. They're still just so tanky.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and now with Aegis Cheese, and they've got this crazy amount of control that can come from the Earthshaker. And they've got this info, right? The bounty's always going to be giving so much info in the fights in comparison. Well, Boom ID, they don't actually have that vision hero.
The other thing is Blade Mail with PA Rapier just sounds really scary.
You might kill yourself.
And there's the recall coming in. Fissure. Got him caught. Yule Scepter lift up. Fervian trying to turn this one around. BKB comes out from the Lesh. FN just doing a lot of right-click damage, but they're going to chase. Find the stun onto 2 in the backlines. Not bad at all, and Fervian gets himself a double cleave there. That was pretty and a half.
Both of the, I mean, the crucial heroes, right? You got the Earthshaker and the Witch Doctor, the team fighters.
And look at FN. He's actually got to be careful. The stun lock is coming through. They burned through that Aegis at least once. PA is broken, but able to jump outside of it afterwards, giving her that little bit of extra armor. But is she going to go down? Yes. They managed to find the kill on the PA, and FN now kind of has free reign. So they find that stun onto Leshrac. Another Toxin down, but it's not going to dissuade him. They get 3 kills.
Bounty hits so hard, and he does get that track critical strike at level 18 too. 200% self-critical. He's so high.
And again, if you do manage to bring down that Morphling once, he had the Aegis, so doesn't end up mattering as much.
He dies really quick though. Like if the Rubik actually had the Nether Toxin and the Leshrac gets on top of him, that magic amp is pretty crazy. But Gambit having firm control of this game as they use the buyback on Immersion, but he still has his spells available. He didn't actually have to commit the Echo or anything.
Yeah. About back on the PA now. Leshrac still doesn't have it for 44 seconds. And down bottom, Chen is just going to do a little bit of split pushing, it looks like. They're still testing the high ground a little bit. But yeah, Chen comes back now. Can they do anything onto FN here? Seems unlikely without the Lesh.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough, though. They don't have just enough chain. And the physical damage, you know, he's pretty resistant to physical.
It does sort of have this impending sense as if Gambit's going to be able to do it, but Boom ID aren't completely out. They're holding their high ground. You go a little bit too crazy on Gambit, and suddenly you'd be in a rough spot.
It's just the fear that of the Leshrac. He's completely fallen off in this game. You see his net worth. He's quite far below the rest of the cores now, and he's squishy. He's very squishy. Sure, he's got 17, but in comparison to all the other heroes on Gambit, he just gets chased down, and he can't actually do anything to stop this Morphling from Scotty clicking him and keeping him slowed down in the fight.
Now, 5-person smoke up again from Gambit. Smoke breaks, the blink away. And it looks like they aren't going to find anybody. So, well played by Boom to get out of dodge. They're just holding on in spite of that 19,000 gold lead.
Not getting too much farm, though, on anybody besides that PI. You see PI is still sticking at the top, but yeah, Lash and Centaur's farm has completely stagnated.
Yeah. Aghanims would definitely be one of those things that could help to turn this around, but track gold, it's a killer.
Yep. Heads up very quickly. I mean, it's not even just, it's a track hold, but he's 5-1 and 12 too.
I guess that's
Afterlife's
fair
had an
too.
insane game. He got given this opportunity too because of the Earthshaker, the constant blocks, but I mean,
Right.
getting that solo kill on the Leshrac in the mid game was just like, just catapulted him forward to be a beast.
Yeah. I mean, it is, you know, still, at the same time, like, whenever I look at this bounty hunter, I always feel like, it's just a bounty. You should be able to, you know, just blow him up. But it's actually just so incredibly tanky now. The status resistance, the Yasha and all this stuff.
3k HP, almost 30 armor as well. Like, he's a tough cookie to crack. And he hits really hard too. Like, someone's tracked, 200% crit plus Janata. He's already hitting for like 400. When you throw 200% crit on that one, he might even just kill this Chen in 2 hits. 2 or 3 hits.
I wish bounties in my pubs weren't this useless. Jeez. Fervian, looks like he's going to be able to pick up the relic here if he wants to. Has the tripling stifling dagger.
And yeah, approaching that rapier. Does feel like does kind of feel like they're gonna need it because they're getting out farmed quite heavily.
Yeah.
The map control is just really there for Gambit as we approach. Got that 40-minute mark, so we've got double power runes now. So map control becomes more and more important. Double catapults also respawning too, so lanes are gonna start being pushed out.
They have the gem on the Earthshaker also. Further controlling that map.
How do you kill FN? The S and Y.
I don't know.
Like S and Y Satanic, right? It's these status resist builds that we've been seeing. It's just 41 or 42% status resist, and the disables are already kind of limited. They're gonna need like double crits coming out from PA in one of the disables.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the only way that they've been able to do it before is FN like aggressively wave forming into a stun.
Yeah.
Rubik needs to have a hell of a time, steal like fissure or something else.
And it's also like he has the waveform attacks targets too. So if you do waveform with the Satanic as well, you know, easy heals for Morphling.
Yeah.
He does able to get that off. It's like Afterlife will find his target.
Oh, he has boots, but it ain't gonna save him.
2, 3. It is 3 hits and a shuriken.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah. And it's, yeah, sure. Yeah, you see 346 gold, but he actually got
700 almost.
Exactly. Oh.
The hell?
Yep. Track money, 350 bonus on yourself.
Does he go for the plus 300 track gold, do you think? 25 on the bounty?
I mean, yeah. Affects everybody. Everyone gets plus 300. It's insane.
All right, Fervian. Now's your time to shine. They've built up this giant lead. They're a pinata ready to be popped. All you need is your rapier. Bad.
Ooh, I mean, he's got it. He's got it if he can get to it. He's pinging the enemy secret shop, so he's like, I'm gonna go buy this here.
I don't want
let's
to
wait for that.
Buddy.
I hope I hope for himself that he doesn't like stifling dagger and blade mail kill himself.
Yeah, that's very possible.
I mean, if I were on Gambit and I saw him, once they do see the rapier, of course, just buy him even on the supports. Just buy the blade mails.
Why not? I mean, the thing that could be pretty cool is going for just the Satanic at least to be able to out-heal it.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
But we'll have to wait and see. So a 5-man smoke up.
We see the Viper hit level 20 now, 25 now too, so the Nether Toxin also applies to silence. It's also one of the crazier ones. On top of how good Nether Toxin is.
21,000. This might be the biggest net worth lead I've seen when they haven't taken a tier 3 tower.
In quite a bit. I haven't seen one like this. They just have so much money because of this bounty, but we do see that, like, you know,
it's starting to dip down a little bit.
Was that when he bought the rapier?
It might have been.
Double Plus is like, no. I believe.
It hasn't really been a kill in a while either.
No. Mikoto's gone for more of like positioning item on the blink.
Is this it? This is the moment. They jump forward aggressively. Has a Eul Scepter. BKB is out already. They need to find that opening from the PA. Can they do it? The jump forward. Already Afterlife. They're going to take a lot of damage. They're critting him down, but he's able to walk away, and Fervian's hitting nobody. FN's able to walk out of there. The Echo Slam, it connects. They take him down immediately, but they still have the PA doing what she can do.
She can't hit the Viper.
It's not happening. The blink forward wants to do something. Maybe a stifling dagger with the triple one. Is it going to work? It's looking like it's a good amount of damage. He's still living through this for the moment. The Blink Strike forward trying to find this kill. Can they take down the Hawk, though?
He's in the Nether Toxin. He can't crit or do anything.
Can't do anything at all. The silence is there, but it's actually working.
Oh
the
God.
PA makes it happen. They're controlling FN as well. Trying to chase forward. It costs a lot of buybacks, but they're making these plays in FN. All right, under fire. Atos down. Finding this catch. Finding the stomp. Is it enough, though? He's still switching over and adapting his form. FN still getting critted. The net down as well. The silence is out yet again. And Fervian, with nowhere left to go, wants to Phantom Strike away to an ally, but the long duration stun, and he is eventually going to go down. And Rapier on the deck. Who's going to take it?
Bounty
Could be
Hunter.
anybody else.
Oh, Bounty Hunter now with 200% criticals with track with the Rapier. I just want to see him hit people.
Go punch him.
That was a very close fight, but look at the gold swing that ends up happening because of it.
16,000 damage done, but
He played his way really well in the fight too, because they were throwing the Divine Favor on him constantly from the Chen, so that maybe even killing the Chen could have been a little more like beneficial for Gambit earlier on in that one, but either way, he just keeps throwing the Nether Toxin down on the floor, and this PA is like, I can't crit, I can't dodge, I can't jump because it silences me as well.
Yeah.
And the gold lead, you really start to see it there as, yeah, they are now at a 40k gold lead, and with that Rapier, it's pretty much going to seal the deal for Boom ID.
I feel like if you're going to play PA in your first two picks, you have to ban Viper.
Yeah, I mean, it makes the game really, really difficult.
The stomp comes out.
I just want to see how much, I mean, the tracks also just start giving so much now. 420 bonus gold for all of your allies per kill.
It's a 41,000 net worth lead. If you get a kill here, you're going to get a lot of money, but I don't think it's happening.
Yeah. Like, if he gets a track 5-man kill, that's what? 2,650 gold, right? Or no, sorry, bad math. Something like 2,100-ish.
It ain't math, I think. What you're looking for.
2,200-ish. Whatever. I'm not adding right now. I did it really quick.
It's a lot of gold.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And he's going to one-shot somebody.
He's going to one-shot.
He's going in. He wants it. Give it to him. It's not a full, but it's still a lot.
He's full strength morphed on the Rubik, right? So he's pretty 3,000 HP, and he lost half his health in one hit.
1,500 crit. Why not? I mean, give it up for Boom ID. They're staying with it. Look at how much gold he got for the one kill, 2,300.
That's what I was saying, man.
Dude, your math. You're right.
It was close, right? It was close. It's 300 bonus per person. It's a crazy talent.
45,000 net worth lead right now.
Let's break some records. Honestly, if they get like a 5-man wipe, 5-man track, it's going to be like a 60,000 gold lead.
Yeah. Well, she's queuing up another Rapier.
That's the only way that she can do anything inside of it, as we saw. But now they're going to be fighting into an Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard.
So hypothetically, let's say that PA does manage to kill off this bounty and pick up a double Rapier now.
That could change things, but they're also picking up more items. You see FN, he's got this Aegis now picked up on top, and they've also got an Ethereal Blade on the Viper. That is another big game changer that he can just keep disabling and not allowing this PA to really do her damage. And her BKB is at 5 is about to be at 5. Sorry, it's still at 6.
And Immersion now has the Refresher Shard.
More disable. More saves for himself as Boom. Control has been completely lost ages ago. As I mean, 50,000. What's our Dota plus? 96%.
Doesn't it feel like the game should just be over when you have this much lead? Like
it does.
But at the same time, they're still sticking with it. There is hypothetically a way with Rapiers on heroes. Just feels like the series of events, it's completely outside of Boom ID's control.
Mikoto.
All right, that is a dead Leshrac. No track though.
No track.
Step it up, guys. Come on now. What are you doing?
He was scanning out the jungle, you know.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Still a fair bit of money.
All Refresher.
Yep.
Round 2.
Aghanim is on Rubik.
They're ready to go. Gambit. Enough of this. We potentially have a long day here. That's what they're thinking.
That PA dagger crit the Viper for 1,200, but it actually only did 250 damage.
That is the saddest thing I've heard you say in a while.
Yeah.
My bad,
ground.
Kodo. Have Nether Toxin down there. Breaking. And that damage amplification would be good.
The Hawk's just coating the Morphling with Nether Toxin. I know it's both Nether Toxin, but he's just throwing it on himself.
Silence as they wanted to initiate with the hoof stomp, and now they're just going to bring down the Centaur here. The track kills are going to start to work.
So smart by versus initiators, you just drop this nether toxin when you have level 25, and now Fervian.
Oh, Satanic healing up a little bit.
But the bounty
Iteration
hits
of the
him back.
BKB, and they just take him down. GG is called. It feels real bad as FN is going to dive the fountain, and 62,000 net worth is the lead at the end.
Oh my, yeah, I think that's the highest I've seen. I honestly don't think I've seen a higher net worth lead than 60,000. That's insane.
Man, well, Gambit, easy as pie for them.
It was the mid game looked a little bit